Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So straight into the action.
Sapporo always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
That's rather hopeful.
It's their first effort on goal.
Well, it was an ambitious attempt, but it'll keep the defence on its toes at least.
Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Good effort from distance. And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Sapporo really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter. Peter, I reckon Dragan Stojkovic will be important here.
He's not the biggest necessarily, Jim, I suppose, but he is a multi-dimensional player.
Yeah, I think he'll have a busy time going past opponents. I think he has...
Towering header! Well, now it's a race for the ball. He'll try to keep this alive. Oh, what has happened here? Decent chance! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Nicely weighted ball. Threads one in. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And he's intervened well there. Well, it's more pressure than ball at the moment. That is a great pick out. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. And he was quick to react. Well, that pass isn't the best.
It may be goalless, but it is not without interest.
I actually think both teams are playing okay here. We've had some good attempts, although they've mounted to nothing so far. This is the time you need that pace.
Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there.
The ball goes in, gets his head on it! He's scored! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Passing is crisp and sharp. He's in a great position here. Shot a goal! Well taken goal. That is remarkable. All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a...
Impressive jump! Harmlessly behind.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
There's the shot! And that's a finish.
And the comeback is complete. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Consadole, Sapporo have hit a quick-fire double here and are 2-1 up. What a comeback. And they've got rid.
He's had a shot! Oh, special! That is a special goal! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order! And the lead lost no time at all!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Consadole, Sapporo drag themselves back again.
Takes a shot! That's unlucky, just wouldn't come down.
Oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And he welcomes it in. Nicely intercepted. Couldn't squeeze it through. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Some good work on the right flank
That was
here.
lovely, that.
He's found a way through. Hangs in across. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. That's it, 45 minutes up. Consadole, Sapporo are finally getting a much-needed break. It's been absolutely breathless stuff so far. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, I can tell you it's been a wonderful watch, Peter. I'm not complaining. The goals just seem to keep on coming. It clearly means that defending hasn't been at its best, but you know what I'm like when it comes to defending.
Well, it has been a high-octane first half, full of action, both sides with 2 goals going in at half-time. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
Can he get on the end of this? And it's Stojkovic. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? He has found the way through. Not the most accurate pass. Great vision. Can he latch on to this? And he's managed to get free. Delivers with whip. That has ended up in no man's land. Oh, nice touch. Real chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Pass somewhat off target. Tries to pass it through. Now that's well seen too.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
He's got away, and that's left him on the seat of his pants. That has not gone well. Looking for the run. And that is masterful defending. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on.
Good chance here!
Oh, that's well spotted. A corner it is then. Consadole Sapporo with the corner, there first. Oh, he's been caught, he's had a shot! And that's a good finish. And they get themselves in front! So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Oh, that's nice. Swings it across. Shibasaki attempts a clearance. He's having a pop! And that's straight down the keeper's throat.
I think that was probably what the opposition wanted him to do, Peter. They're not going to be overly worried if he's shooting from that sort of distance.
Corner given. Consadole Sapporo have their second corner now. And the pass is intercepted. And the shot! And no mistake. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter.
It's a shot! Oh, it's come loose. Stojkovic. He's shifting through the gears here. Tries to play it through. He's looking wide. That has found him in acres of space. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Consadole Sapporo can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. It's a pretty loose pass. Can he get it through?
Oh, really well played.
And it's made its way to him. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. They've played it short. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Consadole Sapporo have the chance to go the other way. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Oh, he's burst through! And he shoots! Yes! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
Struck with genuine ferocity. The ball was there at a nice height, and he was able to hit it with great control as well.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. Now he's running away, and it's been hooked away. Taken back almost at once. Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Can he get onto this? And the finish! He's picked his way through. He's going for goal! And there's a goal! And he is just ripping it up! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
And the referee brings it to a close. Consadole, Sapporo have done it with iron, with pragmatism. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So we're very much on the way now.
Well, Peter, I reckon Dragan Stojkovic will be important here.
He's not the biggest necessarily, Jim, I suppose, but he is a multi-dimensional player.
Yeah, I think he'll have a busy time going past the opponents. I think he has great ability to play anywhere across the front line. And
Stojkovic! That is decidedly lacking.
well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Now, can they get him away? Nicely weighted ball. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Looking to play him in. And reclaimed it in a trice. Chance, surely! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Crosses it in, getting up there! Didn't quite get enough on that.
I thought the wing work was A1. The defending and finishing was anything but.
Oh, cracking ball. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of
Tries one from range! Oh, that is outstanding! He's got himself an absolute peach. And that is stunning, just too hot to handle.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
So we have the first goal.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
That's a throw. That's a shade optimistic. And they've got rid. Consadole, Sapporo have reclaimed it. Stojkovic promptly onto that, and that is that. Always goal side. Oh, the ball's come loose here. Goes for a shot! And that is doing no harm at all.
Unsurprisingly, he's been quick to apologise. If you lean backwards, the results are normally high and wide.
Back in possession and ready to go again.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score. And the shot! Oh, easy pickings there. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Aims beyond the defence. Oh, he's having a go! Again, a brilliant save.
Great stop from the keeper. That was something else. He's definitely coming out on top at the moment.
And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Nice bit of trickery. Takes a shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Oh no, what has happened here? Cross into the box. Well, that looks a decent ball. Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
It's a good spell of possession, this. Chance for a shot! And that's a sharp finish. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Pass somewhat off target. And that is well cleared. Oh no, that was never going to make it.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And he's gone looking for safety. Can he get it through? And he was alert to it. Looking for options for movement. And that is the end of the first half. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So, Jim, neither side getting it all their own way so far?
Well, I think we got a good indication of what both sides want to do, Peter. I suspect both will continue with their respective approaches, give or take the odd fine-tuning.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. And we are back underway. He is through here. Oh, great leap! Goal!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Consadole Sapporo with the lead. Looking for a runner. Not the most accurate pass.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, good claim by the keeper. He's certainly earned his keep there. Consadole Sapporo needed that. They really needed it.
Simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
And the pass is intercepted. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Spread it left. Oh, that's fabulous. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Tries a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. This time, surely!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Sapporo really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about. Great chance! It's a goal kick. Oh, good. Can he finish?
Consadole, Sapporo still have the cards to affect this game. And he's got away from it. Oh, great chance! Can he finish? And it's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence. They were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Consadole, Sapporo, now in a position far more desirable.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Consadole, Sapporo have their third corner. Can he find the finish? Oh, that is rather wayward. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
Now, can they get it back? Tries to pass it through, and he's there to retrieve it. He's a sharp little ball here.
And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. That's good running with the ball. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And the shot! And that really should have been that.
Well, his movement has certainly picked up. He's got that decisive goal on his mind.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. And he's intervened well there. Tries to play it through. Great ball, and he's in here. Cleared away. That's he's had a shot! Well, there's the clearance. Oh, nicely intercepted.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And he's managed to get free. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Looking for the run. Oh, he's found support out wide. Decent chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
So their fourth corner of the game. Header comes in! Consadole, Sapporo have the chance to go the other way. That pass has been well intercepted. He's in plenty of space here. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. He has a look, and the finish! And for a moment, time stood still. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. It's a super show all round, both sides doing their best to impose themselves. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So things are underway.
Well, Peter, I reckon Dragan Stojkovic will be important here.
He's not the biggest necessarily, Jim, I suppose, but he is a multi-dimensional player.
Yeah, I think he'll have a busy time going past the opponents. I think he has great ability to play anywhere across the front line and deliver key passes at the right moments, so that makes him stand out.
And his tendency is, of course, as his coaches have said, to keep things simple and to be utterly unselfish.
Yeah, it's certainly known for that too, and quite a rare gift in a player so technically accomplished.
Muscular approach does pay off here. Pass somewhat off target. Very nicely done. Aimed at the far side. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Shibasaki gets over and intercepts. That's been slipped through. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
It's a pretty loose pass. Good effort from distance. Driving forward. Sakai is offering some sort of an apology there.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Not the most accurate pass. No way through.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
It's come to nothing. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. No, not quite on the same wavelength. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And the finish! That's a sharp pass. Looking to play him in. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
That pass has been well intercepted. No goals as yet. Oh, that's well spotted. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Now that looks a decent ball. No, that's been intercepted. Oh, easy pickings there. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Aimed beyond the defence. Tries a shot! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Well, it wasn't the worst decision, really. He certainly had enough belief to take it on.
That's surely a foul. Free kick. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Here's a shot! Oh, he's been caught napping. There's the delivery. Osako. Oh, that's a key interception. He's having a hit! That is good alertness. Pass is just off target. Uto. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Has a look and plays it forward. Tries to pass it through. And that brings the first half to a close. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. The midway point of the game.
Sapporo really can be happy with the strong finish to the half and have no reason to be upset with their overall performance. I think they just need to keep going now. Stick at it, and eventually they'll get a break.
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0 at the break. Gets us going once more.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Played back to the goalkeeper.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Nicely spread. Oh, he's found support out wide. That's very neat. Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Vissel Kobe have got it back, and they'll have an Osako! And needless to say, that deserved better.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Osako chasing after it. Pass just lacking in accuracy. Well, if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. And he was quick to react. Threads one in. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Can he get it through? No breakthrough, and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. And he cuts out the supply. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Sapporo clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? That has not gone well. Chooses to go crossfield. And this is Osako. He's a sharp little ball here. Nicely weighted ball. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Sakai. Some good work on the right flank here. Nice control. Overhit and out of play. Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Oh, he refuses to take the bait. Consadole, Sapporo, perhaps contemplating their next change here. That pass isn't the best. And he's intervened well there. Just a quarter of an hour to play. And that is a little undercooked. Now, well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and...
Oh, what has happened here? Can he finish? He's got a goal! And that could well be the winner!
There was this feeling that the game was petering out, but credit for never losing their focus despite things not going as planned. Now comes the question, will they stick or twist?
That was easy, almost too easy.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
So we have the first goal.
What a great time to score, but it does give the manager a real headache. Does he sit on this lead now, or try and finish it off?
Goes down, but nothing given. Defending was strong and firm. Oh, nicely intercepted. Consadole, Sapporo leading here by this still precarious 1-0 margin. Five minutes left on the clock. Now that's well seen too. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Vissel Kobe really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. Oh no, he's got that wrong. Consadole, Sapporo, close now to seeing this one through to the end. And he's only too happy to take that back. It's a throw-in. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. And the referee brings it to a close. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. We are just getting started. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm?
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've got one target man with the other striker playing off him and just looking to add another little bit of devilment.
Well, Peter, I reckon Dragan Stojkovic will be important here.
He's had a shot!
Well, now it's a race for the ball.
pushes through here. Aims beyond the defence. And he thumps it clear. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the...
He's had a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. Tries to get it clear. Big chance! Sharp and fitting, but not quite.
A good disguise on that, though. I don't think many people would have expected him to absolutely clatter it the way he did.
Now, can they get him away? Now, there's a fine ball. It's crossed into the middle. And that was very necessary. Still goalless. Nicely weighted ball. Kashima Antlers are inclined to exhibit a more cavalier approach to the game, Jim.
Yeah, possession-based football can be expansive and stylish, provided you have enough ballers in your team and someone who can dictate the tempo. It's not a style that anyone can necessarily play easily, Peter.
Space for him to turn and look. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Tries from distance. Crosses it in. He's rising! Consadole Sapporo have their second corner now. Cleared without hesitation. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, that's well spotted. And the through ball. He has found the way through. Nice bit of skill, and he's away.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
He's found the way through. And that's been one straight. Shoots! Good strike, quite an alarm. Corner number 3 coming up. Defending of the desperate variety. Kashima Antlers are looking to go forward now. So much time and tries a shot! And the pass is intercepted. Nicked it back promptly. Now that's well seen too. Neither side giving way, it has been tight. Shapes to shoot! He's scored! More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
Kashima Antlers have taken the lead.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, well played, well played.
dashing away. Can he finish? Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end. Stojkovic. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. That's it, 45 minutes up. And it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Consadole Sapporo come in at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. So we're straight back. Oh, that's ambitious. It's off target and by quite a way.
Sapporo have obviously gone down this shooting route in the hope of exposing a flaw or two. I think the best thing they can do is just move to plan B.
Looking to play him in. Threads one in. That's a nicely shaped ball. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. So their fourth corner of the game. Shibasaki goes short. Nicely spread. And he's cut it out. Kashima Antlers have the chance to go the other way. Looking for options for movement.
Pretty robust defending.
That's a foul, no two ways about it. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Looks like he's picked up a bit of a knock from that challenge. Well, he waited a little while, but it does seem that the referee was eventually convinced that that was a clear enough chance he denied.
Yes, sadly he knew exactly what he was doing and he had to go with the risk.
Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, but it had to be. Consadole Sapporo still behind thanks to that solitary strike. Short changes him with that pass. Knocks it into space. And he was quick to react. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. That's where it came from. Chance! And he hits the net! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going.
And he leaps for it! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Stojkovic. Great ball, and he's in here. Cross needs... And a header! He's got away with one there. He's in a great position here. And there's green grass ahead of him. And he's intervened well there. That is good alertness. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Oh no, that was never going to make it. He's got away. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now that looks a decent ball. Just about up to 75 minutes. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
And he's managed to get free. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Tries to play it through. Great vision. Looking for a runner. Oh, nicely intercepted. Now he's off and running. Oh, he's onto this. He's shifting through the gears here. Income, and he shoots! Brilliant! He's got himself an absolute peach. Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
If you have that good a connection, you know where that's going to end up, Peter. I think he knew the moment he caught it.
So we have movement on both benches. A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
And he cuts out the supply.
Kashima Antlers clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Chance for a shot! Great strike, but the keeper's equal to it.
Kashima Antlers really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
He won't be happy with that one. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Can he latch on to this? And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Well timed, excellent interception. Oh, that's fabulous. That's really well manoeuvred. And that will be the final act. Well, that was intense, an enjoyable contest that either could easily have won. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands.
I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So things are underway.
Well, Peter, I reckon Dragan Stojkovic will be important here.
He's not the biggest necessarily, Jim, I suppose, but he is a...
Great chance! He's delivered all right! And Kashima Antlers take the lead! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Consadole, Sapporo are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Now, this could be a chance.
Facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And the counter is on.
He's looking wide. Oh, that's well spotted. That is ended up in no man's land. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Ball.
He's in plenty of space here. This looks promising. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good move. Oh, he's been caught napping.
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And that gets things running. Kashima Antlers have clearly decided to play here with a 5-3-2 formation, Jim.
Well, a reinforced rearguard, Peter, and a compact midfield probably suggests that they're focusing much on giving very little away. I think if you commit to that, then you really can't afford to concede, because it clearly demands...
Tries one from range! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
Pinches it off him. Driving on and making good progress. Tries to play it through. Oh, well measured. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Shibasaki gets across to intercept that. That's really well cleared. Oh, that's a key interception. Looking to play him in. Stojkovic.
Well, Peter, I reckon Dragan Stojkovic will be important here.
He's not the biggest necessarily, Jim, I suppose, but he is a... Shot a goal! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down.
Kashima Antlers with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Consadole, Sapporo have the chance to go the other way. That's a little off target. And it's made its way to him. So it is still 0-0. And they're quick to get it back. He's on it, can he get away? Oh, well played, well sorted out. Well, that is one way to stop him. Well, that's a foul, free kick's been given. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Oh, that's a waste.
Well, that was just asking too much of himself from there.
Somewhat off target, and he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, nicely intercepted. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Played back in, expertly cut out, really nicely done. Great vision. That has not gone well. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Deftly away. Back in possession and ready to go again. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Tries to pass it through.
Sapporo have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Nicely weighted ball. Knocks it into space. And he was quick to react. Looking for the run. Oh, that pass isn't the best. He won't be happy with that one.
Can he get it through?
That has been cut short.
Now, can they get him away? Has crossed it, and a header!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And the pass is intercepted. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And there's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Looking for options for movement.
That's positional goal, the utilisation of space.
Brilliantly cut out. Kashima Antlers have their second corner now. Towering header! Not a bad try by any means.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
That is good alertness. He's beaten the last man. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Shibasaki cuts out the pass. Shibasaki, and it's half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Reflections on the first half?
Well, there's one standout, Peter, that needs improving, and that's the passing. All too often it's been found wanting, you know, much to the frustration of everyone around, and I'd go so far as to say that it's the biggest contributor as to why we have the scoreline we do.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. So, into the second half.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
No, that was never going to make it.
That's alert and sharp and very well played. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And he cuts out the supply. And he's managed to get rid. He's found a way through. Oh, that was vital.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Passes short and sharp. This looks promising. There's a sharp little ball here. That pass has been well intercepted. He's in a great position here. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Couldn't squeeze it through. And he's intervened well there. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Stojkovic with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. He gets a ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequences.
Oh, he's goal side. Real chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 3 coming up. And now they can spring out of defence. That has ended up in no man's land. Kashima Antlers are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when...
And he shoots! It's a goal! The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
So we have the first goal.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable. Sapporo really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical. They've got to make this nice and quick.
So, Jim, what are you thinking? Oh, he's one-on, shoots! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
So their fourth corner of the game. And the shot! Consadole, Sapporo are looking to go forward now. Now it's Stojkovic. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Threads one in. It's a pretty loose pass.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Decent chance! And it's in! And surely now, the result's beyond doubt. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
And that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that two-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Oh, that's fabulous. Can he finish? Yes! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
Kashima Antlers find a position of real strength now.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue. Sapporo are certainly now looking like...
Oh, just a keeper now!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry. And he welcomes it in. Lovely, now then. Goes for a shot! And no mistake. They are playing them off the park.
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. 4 added minutes on the board. Well, that looks a decent ball. Good ball. Oh, he's all alone. Takes the shot. Now, who's going to be first to... Oh, he's been caught napping. And he's whipped it across.
Been there, done that, unfortunately. You immediately want to have another go. Believe me,
we're
on
done.
that.
Consadole Sapporo cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling at times. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. And looking down the list of names, it does look, Jim, as though it's going to be a 5-3-2.
Well, a reinforced rearguard, Peter, and a compact midfield probably suggests that they're focusing much on giving very little away. I think if you commit to that, then you really can't afford to concede, because it clearly demands a quick change in approach if you do, which isn't always easy, because in the build-up to this, believe me, they'll have been working principally on organisation and shape in training, and it's not easy just to suddenly come out of that.
And that is a little undercooked. It's a good run he's making out on the left. Well, Shinji Ono normally plays in a central creative position, but he can be quite versatile, Jim, can he not?
Yeah, I've seen him play in more withdrawn roles or out wide, where he has shown that he's just as capable in more high-energy positions. I think he can play in defensive midfield too, but he's played out wide for his national team, and surprisingly his stats seem to be better in such roles.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't take out that killer ball.
And the pass is intercepted. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. He's having a hit! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Stojkovic. And smartly reclaimed. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. It's a pretty loose pass. That is lovely. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And he was quick to react. Still goalless. Oh no! And it's made its way to him. Ball looks a good one. He's got away. Hangs one in. Not going up front in a hurry. That's a good ball. Shibasaki. Spread out to the left. Cross needs to be good. It's a goal kick. Well timed, excellent interception. Threads one in. It's played through for him. And he's picked it up out wide. He's slinked and he shoots! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Shibasaki, the conductor, the central piece to his team's attack. Delivers the ball.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
And beyond the defence. Ono receives it in a good position here. He's rising! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target. Sapporo are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Kashima Antlers are very much a team that like to work off a central target. Is that how you see them, Jim?
Yeah, I agree with that, Peter. They seem to have the right...
Big chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And one more try! No, not the best of headers.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Oh no. Now the cross. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. 0-0, but nevertheless a very decent game. He's found a way past. That is a great pick out. That's an excellent interception. And he's heaved it away. Can he get on the end of this? He's in plenty of space here. Stojkovic. Played out wide. That's where it came from. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Plays a sharp little ball here. He's in one-on-one. And the shot! And the referee has blown for half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So very little to report. Nothing, indeed, in terms of goals scored.
It's not a bad game by any means, Peter, but it definitely needs an injection of some invention, creativity. There's so much you can do with all that industry by just adding a little bit of skill.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. The second half is up and running.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Looking to play him in. Big chance! Can he finish? It's in! And there is your opener.
He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
He's being urged to shoot. Tries a shot! And that's a sharp finish. And there's the goal they've been looking for.
His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here. Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Oh no! Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Oh no, what has happened here? Consadole, Sapporo are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Tries from distance. Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. Consadole, Sapporo awarded another corner. Corner number 2 then. Point-blank header! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
Yeah, it wasn't the worst decision in the world to go for the shot, even if he was being closely marshalled.
Looking for options for movement. Nicely intercepted. Strong running down that left flank. Shibasaki. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That's the keeper's ball. That's been slipped through. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Oh, that's well spotted. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Sapporo clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
He is through here. That's a
good run down the left. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. This is a promising build-up. He saw the danger and he went crashing in. No foul, says the referee. Not the most accurate pass. Oh, that's a key interception. And the return pass. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Oh no, wants to run onto this. Stojkovic tries to pass it through. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. So what can they make of this? Knocks it into space. Pass is just off target.
Sapporo are certainly now looking like a sorry lot. They haven't got a proper defence or attack, for that matter.
Shibasaki.
Well, that looks a decent ball, and he's intervened well there. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Kashima Antlers clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Oh no. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. The message is clear, none shall pass. Tries to play it through, and a chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Corner number 3 coming up. Oh no. That has been slung wide. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Consadole, Sapporo were a team not short on effort, but ultimately...
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. We are just getting started. He's picked his way through. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
Well, here's one of the standout names of his day, Jim. Dragan Stojkovic.
Yeah, Peter, there was a time...
Oh, good effort! There it is! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Consadole, Sapporo are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. He's a sharp little ball here. And it's Stojkovic. Well seen, saw that coming. Played out wide. And he's decided to go for it. It's a pretty loose pass. Tries to play it through, and he's in on goal. He's there to head it! He's got away with one there.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Picked out brilliantly. That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there.
I think there were a few doubts for a split second, Peter, as to whether he was offside. I think he really got away with one there.
Oh, he's on his own! Chance! And it's in! And they're threatening to fly away here. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Now, can they get him away? And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning.
Real chance! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen.
Stojkovic. Now, this could be a chance. Great chance! Yes! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Stojkovic. Stojkovic. Can he get on the end of this? He's in! Must be! Oh, well played, well played. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Now it's Stojkovic. Strong running down that left flank. No, there's no going past him this time. Stojkovic can see things others simply cannot. He is through here. Great ball, takes a shot! And that is wildly off target.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Look at the... And the finish! Oh, wow, that's crazy! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Can he get it through? Can he spark a counter here? He's got away. Tries to cross. That's an excellent interception. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, good finish. A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. And that's a good shoot! Incredible! Just incredible!
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations...
That's it, 45 minutes up. Well, what a half they've had. Cruising to victory, and it's only half-time. Astonishing. So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. Down to business again.
Well, things just haven't quite clicked, Peter, have they? They're behind, and they deserve to be, but they've had a chance to regroup now, so we'll see how they come out at the start of the second half.
Shibasaki. Now it's Stojkovic. Looking for the run. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now it's Stojkovic. Out of play for a goal kick. Nicely weighted ball. He's through here. And that is expertly dealt with. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Oh, that's fabulous. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. And it's Shibasaki. Oh, that's superb. Looking for options for movement. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And a chance! Well taken goal. They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
Dink through. And he's gone looking for safety. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Ah, he made it look.
Chance, surely! Oh, denied at the last.
Kashima Antlers really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Kashima Antlers with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Stojkovic goes short. Lovely bit of skill. Foot in. It's a sharp pass. Consadole, Sapporo are looking to go forward now. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. It's a promising position. Not the most accurate pass. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, good take in a good area.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Good. He'll try from distance. Oh, what has happened here? Stojkovic looking to play him in. Stojkovic just about up to 75 minutes. No way through there. And they can counter here, and it's been played through, and he can thump it away. Showing great feet there. He has found the way through. Shot a goal! It's a goal! The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came up beautifully.
At least that has given their people something to smile about. That's a deception. His positioning was spot on. Well, quality clearly deserted him. Chance for a shot! No way through. And that is out of play. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. That looks a decent ball. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Short changes him with that pass. Stojkovic. He's going to be disappointed with that. Pass is just off target. And he's being shifted off it.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
He's in a great position here. There's a no-nonsense tackle.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Stojkovic plays it short. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, that's neat. He's on it, can he get away? He's rising! It is close, but that is the last of it. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were... So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands.
This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Well, here's one of the standout names of his day, Jim, Dragan Stojkovic.
Yeah, Peter, there was a time when the Balkans produced an incredible number of truly remarkable footballers, and out of them all, he was probably the best, at least technically, I'd say.
And the crowd love him. They're chanting his name. He is their hero. There's little doubt about that.
Well, they can hope for some more heroics here, I guess.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And they are prompt with their pressing. Shooting chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. It's gone all the way through to the keeper. Consadole Sapporo are looking to go forward now. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
And now the breakaway. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Tries from distance. Gave it a go, but off target.
Yeah, it seemed the right range, and I guess it was worth a try.
And he's gone long. Well timed, excellent interception. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. It's a searching pass. Kashima Antlers are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, balls over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. Shibasaki with the short one. And now a sudden chance to counter. He has found the way through. Pings it across. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Stojkovic. Spread it left. Can he get it through? And he's in on goal. Caught offside that time. And it's Stojkovic. Played back into the centre.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
Pass somewhat off target. Can he spark a counter here? And the through ball.
foot in.
Stojkovic bumps him off it and wins back the ball. That has not gone well. Oh, that's a key interception. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless.
He's shifting through the gears here.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That's been cut out, well played.
That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
He's having a shot! It's there! And there is your opener.
A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Kashima Antlers have taken the lead.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now, and the other has to tone it down.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Oh, he's burst through. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. No second thought, a straight red card.
Well, Jim, I suppose that was the only possible outcome in the circumstances.
Well, I suppose the other choice, Peter, would have been to let your opponent score, so he had no other option.
That's the end of the first 45. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Consadole Sapporo trailing by the tightest of margins at half-time.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. So we're on the way for the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible.
Decent chance!
Yeah, that looks a decent ball.
And they win it back again.
That's a shade optimistic. Consadole Sapporo, different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now, can they get him away?
It's a good-looking delivery. Cleared away.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
That is a great pick out. And he's managed to get free.
Shoots! And that's a shot finish. 2 up now, and they are cruising. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Kashima Antlers are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Oh, what has happened here?
Now he's off and running. Shibasaki calmly anticipates. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Now that... And the shot! Relentless! Just relentless!